Hi, I'm Jonathan, and this is Looking Up. Today we're going to talk about a man who came into a situation we've been talking about the last few days as a person who had no clue about what was going on. Sometimes we need someone who's from an outside perspective that is not familiar with the situation to tell us what we need to do in our lives and what we need to think about and how to give us a different perspective. And in this story, as I've been saying, is they had two armies going against each other, one lined up here, one here, and a man would come out and challenge for a man-on-man duel from one guy from this army. And this army would run in fear with the king away from them, and they kept doing this for 40 straight days. Well, on one of those days, toward the end of those 40 days, a man who had not been there, actually a young boy, came up to where the Israelite army was and said, "What's going on here?" And one of the guys in the Israelite army said, "This man keeps coming out and challenging us, and whoever wins, that nation wins, and we're all afraid of him." And the man who said that was afraid as well. And the young boy who came up said, "Well, he's just a man. He's just a man. Who said that he could dictate the rules of the engagement? Who gave him this authority when this man isn't the one who's allowed to do that in my mind?" says the young boy, "because the one who has authority in my life is God, not anybody else, not a man, not a situation, not a person, but God. And I am going to call on him and see what he says." So today I challenge you, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're facing, that you begin to look at it from a different perspective and say, this may be what the situation's trying to tell me, but this is what God is trying to say to me. And God has something where you want to work through things and make changes and move through you to make things different. That's why those big situations get in the way, is because God's trying to get you to grow through them. He's not trying to get you stuck. He's trying to get you better. And this is what this guy says, is this: who is this man coming up against the armies of God thinking he can win? Who said he can win except for him? And who said you had to be afraid of this man? God never said that. And God never told you that you need to be afraid of your situation. He said, "I will be with you, and I will be by your side no matter what." Today, think about that. That perspective of God is on my side. What can man or any other situation do to me? That'll keep you looking up to God and not to the situation. Now tomorrow, we're going to look at knowing our own limits and knowing what we can and cannot do, but more so, knowing our strengths. So look for it tomorrow, called Know Your Limits, and we'll continue the story. But until then, just keep remembering, there's more to be seen when you're looking up.